part C.4, hint for test 1 question number 15. Yeah. For this question, you need to count the number of additions. Yeah. Here, because there are many terms, the number of terms, how many terms, you need to do some calculation. All right? Yeah. But here, the question, I designed this question, the purpose for this question. Yeah. So let me give you the purpose of this question. Check you if you know how to do the counting by reference. Remember, I talked about this method in Module 1. Module 1, there is a technique. Yeah, so I use, several times this technique. So what is the technique? Called counting by reference. All right, so let me describe the basic idea of this method. Usually when you do counting, something is relatively hard to keep track of it. Here, we want to count the number of plus sign, right? Yeah, number of plus sign. Each plus sign corresponds to 1 addition. How many additions do we have in this formula? We need to count the number of plus sign. But it is not easy to keep track of these plus signs, right? Yeah. How to keep track of it? Clearly, right? Yeah. So the basic method is we want to associate each plus sign to a subscript. Look at the subscript, each or superscript, because they are the same, right? Yeah. So here, let me assume the subscript. Each plus sign corresponds to 1 subscript. All right. Yeah. So that's the reference. All right. Plus sign and subscript 1-to-1 correspondence. Yeah. So when you count the number of plus sign, that is the same as you count the number of subscripts. That is this method, the essence of this method, counting by reference. All right. Next, when you list the subscript 7, 11, 15, and so on. All right. The last one, 495. Here you can see the difference is 4, right? Difference is 4. Difference is 4. The difference between any 2 adjacent numbers is 4. Can you write the general expression of the subscript? Right? The general expression of the subscript. 3 plus 4k, right? 3 plus 4k. 4k equals 1, 2, 3, and so on. What is the last one? The last one corresponds to this number. All right? Yeah. So 3 plus 4k equals 495. What is that k? Then that is your last number. After that, can you count how many k's do you have? Right? How many k's do you have? That is, how many subscripts do you have? Except the first one. First one we do not count. 0, B0. We do not count the first one. So we start from the subscript 7 and count the number of subscripts. If you can count in that way, counting by reference, then you can get the number of additions easily. All right. So this question, just check you if you know that technique or not. All right, so let us finish our C.4 video right here.